It's a nice day. A little warm, but it's a nice day. Passage of the day. We're in the book of Psalms. We're going chapter 78. We're going verses 40 to 42. The Word of God says, "How often they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert. Yes, again and again they tempted God and limited the Holy One of Israel. They did not remember his power, the day when he redeemed them from the enemy." I like that passage right there. Of course, the psalmist is talking about uh, when Moses brought the Israelites, the Hebrews, out of Egypt. He's talking about when they were in the desert, they kept complaining, they kept murmuring and complaining to God, and they forgot basically just how powerful God was. And I'm reading that, and I think, how often do we think we forget? I like what it says in 41. It says, "Yes, again and again they tempted God and limited the Holy One of Israel." They limited him. So what does that mean? They limited him. How do they limit a God that's all powerful? Well, they put limits on him in their heads, right? They put God in a box. They said God can do this, this, and that, but he can't do this. And how often we do that too? How often do we say, "Oh well, I only need God for this and that. I don't need him for this other stuff. No, he can't help me there." Really? You cannot limit God. He is all powerful. He's in everything. He's all around us, right? So we're just going to read it again. We said in verse 40, it says, "And how often they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert. Yes, again and again they tempted God and limited the Holy One of Israel. They did not remember his power, the day when he redeemed them from the enemy." They didn't remember how powerful God was. They somehow forgot how God split the Red Sea open for them. They forgot all the plagues that hit Egypt. They forgot his power, and they put limits on him. How often do you do the same? How often do I do the same? Right? We'll be going through life, and you see it a lot nowadays. You'll see people think that God still doesn't heal people. Still doesn't heal people. You'll see them think that a lot of the spiritual gifts died with the apostles. They didn't. They didn't die with the apostles. They're still around today. Miracles still happen today. People are still being resurrected today.